Welcome back to Classical Insight, Piece by Piece. This series is all about making classical music accessible and meaningful. Whether you are a musician or a listener, understanding the history and structure of a piece can elevate your experience. I believe music speaks to the heart, but it resonates even deeper when you know the story behind it. Today, we'll be diving into one of Beethoven's most well-known works, Für Elise. Though it's often heard as a simple piano piece played by beginners, Für Elise has much more depth than its familiarity suggests. From its lyrical melody to its mysterious origins, we'll uncover the story behind this iconic work and explore its musical structure. Composed around 1810, Für Elise was not published during Beethoven's lifetime. In fact, it wasn't discovered until 40 years after his death, when musicologist Ludwig Noll found it among Beethoven's manuscripts and gave it the now famous title. The piece is officially titled Bagatelle No. 25 in A minor, but it's better known as Für Elise, meaning for Elise in German. However, the identity of Elise remains a mystery. Some music historians suggest that it was meant for a woman named Thérèse Malfatti, a woman Beethoven was briefly infatuated with. It's believed that Noll may have misread Beethoven's handwriting, mistaking Thérèse for Elise. Others speculate that the piece was dedicated to another of Beethoven's acquaintances, though we may never know for sure. Regardless of its dedication, Für Elise has captured the hearts of listeners around the world for its simple yet beautiful melody. Für Elise is classified as a bagatelle, a type of short, light piece often composed for piano. Beethoven wrote many bagatelles throughout his career, typically as charming miniatures that offer a brief yet captivating musical idea. Though the form may be small in scale, Für Elise is a prime example of how Beethoven could turn even the simplest forms into something memorable and timeless. Let's break down the structure of Für Elise. The piece is written in rondo form, where a main theme alternates with contrasting sections. Main theme. The piece opens with its famous flowing melody in A minor. This delicate lyrical theme is simple but full of emotion, with a slightly wistful quality. The melody is accompanied by arpeggios in the left hand, creating a soft, undulating texture that adds to the gentle, reflective mood of the piece. First contrasting section. In the first contrasting section, the music shifts to a more animated character. Beethoven introduces a lively, dance-like rhythm in the right hand, with staccato notes adding a playful quality. This section, in F major, provides a bright contrast to the more melancholic opening. the main theme returns unchanged, bringing us back to the familiar lyrical melody in A minor. This repetition reinforces the central theme of the piece, grounding the listener in its gentle beauty. Second contrasting section. The second contrasting section introduces a more dramatic and intense passage. The harmonies become darker and more complex, and the melody takes on a bolder, more assertive tone. This section builds tension, creating a sense of movement before leading back to the calm of the main theme. Final return of the main theme. The piece concludes with one final return to the main theme. This time, Beethoven keeps it short and sweet, allowing the piece to close softly and reflectively, as if fading away into the distance. I hope this exploration has deepened your understanding of Für Elise and the musical nuances that make it a true masterpiece. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Classical Insight, Piece by Piece. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Let me know what pieces you'd like me to explore next. Until then, keep discovering the beauty of classical music.